What's up YouTube, this is the Creative Duelist here, and I've been making decks creative since 2016. Welcome! Today I have a very special deck profile to showcase to you today, and it is my Constellar deck profile. A fellow subscriber requested that I should do a Constellar deck profile. This is more of an updated version. I previously did one a few months ago. If you folks want to still check that out, it's a little outdated, but it's still same. It's still kind of pretty much the same formulaic concept of Constellars. This build has links, so now that we have links, I'm able to show you a couple things you can do with the deck. But anyway, let's get started. Pretty much the deck is pretty self-explanatory. I'm just going to go over the cards very basic and very quickly, very briefly. There's no need for me to give a big thorough explanation. So, of course, playing the triple Sombre. Sombre is your toolbox of the deck. You banish a Constellar to grab one from the grave, and it allows you to normal summon again, which is really nice. So it helps you make Pallades more easier. For the next Constellar monster, triple Pollux. You normal summon him. He basically grants you another additional normal summon. Also, good to know, that effect cannot be negated. It's a condition. Triple Caius. Caius basically is the level manipulator of the deck, so you usually increase the levels of your Constellar monsters to make Pallades. Fairly self-explanatory. And for the last Constellar monsters, I'm playing a triple Algaidi. She's basically a tin goldfish for the deck. So that's going to pretty much wrap up the Constellar lineup. For the rest of the monsters, I'm playing double Honest. It's always good to protect your Pallades, because sometimes your opponent gets a little too daring and they want to try to attack into your Pallades. You just go ahead and drop Honest. And I'm just going to wrap up the rest of the monsters. Max C, Gofu for the link plays, and of course I'm teching the one bear because we do play Tenki to search the Caius. But anyway, that's going to wrap up the monster lineup. Now, for the spells, pretty self-explanatory. Triple Tenki to search the Caius. Twin Twister for the back row. We really need to get Pallades off. You don't want Pallades getting disrupted by back row. 2 Lance. 1 Tempest. This is a really spicy tech. It's decent. It gives Pallades materials. It doesn't always come up. 1 Dichotomy. Believe it or not, the Constellars have different types, so it's consistent to play. You can play Dichotomy a little more consistently, as well as draw cards. 1 Anti-Magic Arrows to push for damage. 1 Scapegoat for link plays. Soul Charge. Mumira Shield, the same concept with Pallades, and Dark Hole to round up the spells. So, that is going to wrap up the spells. For the traps, double Drowning. Traps is pretty much up to you. Double Anti-Spell. Anti-Spell works well with this deck because of the types of spells I'm playing. Double Fiendish Chain. Double Strike. 1 Warning, and of course the 1 Bottomless to round up the traps. So with Anti-Spell, it doesn't really interfere with your spells, because if you go first, you just get your Tenki off. You can set your Twin Twisters, set your Lance, and you've pretty much got everything ready for next turn. So that's going to wrap up the whole main deck. The extra deck proportion. Triple Pallades, fairly self-explanatory. He's a Compulse on legs. 1 Ptolemy N7. I only have room for 1 because the extra deck is so tight. 1 works well. 2, you can go ahead and play 2, but I like the 1. I apologise for the noise. 1 Volcasaurus and 1 Shark Fortress. I opted to pick these 2 out of the other level 5s like Armageddon. These just give me more varieties and they do more than the others. This, if I want to burn for game, this is like a cowboy. And this helps you to push for OTKs if you like. For the rank 4s, 1 Omega. That has a weird name. 1 Paladynamo, Heart and Draco, Castal, Baguska, Lynx, 1 Deco Talker, 1 Proxy Dragon, and of course the Mrs. Radiant with our scapegoats. So that's going to round up the whole deck profile. Okay, so let me show you a couple things you can do with this deck before I tune out. So, say we have Scapegoat and we have Caius, very important, or if you have Tenki or Caius, it doesn't matter, and another Constellar monster to help you tutor out Caius. So, at end phase, during your opponent's end phase, you flip Scapegoat, you get your tokens. So then, obviously, say like you had these in hand already and you draw your card. What you can do with the tokens is completely up to you. You can send off the tokens, send 2 tokens, and link summon for Mrs. Radiant. So we've got 2 tokens left. And make sure you put the tokens in the appropriate spots so it doesn't block up your link markers. Then of course we're going to normal summon the Argady special, or it could be a Pollux special Caius, crank up the levels, overlay, and then you can go ahead and make Pallades, and the other 2 tokens you can do whatever you like with them. So that is one thing you can do, and that is going to pretty much round up the deck profile. Thanks for watching. If you folks enjoyed this video, please remember to leave a like, comment. Feedback is very important. I love hearing feedback, whether it's positive or negative. It's always good to hear back from my subscribers, so it lets me know that I'm doing things right and consistently. But anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for my next video, and have a good day. Stay creative.